Hey guys, hi, I'm Ernie Hudson, and you're watching Down the Road Show.
Down the Road Show is a creative venture of Murdoch Worldwide Entertainment.
You're listening to the Down the Road Show with JC and Casey.
We're at Anaheim Wizard World. This is the Comic-Con convention. We're here with Ernie Hudson. You're watching Down the Road Show with JC
and Casey. We flip channels on it.
So Ernie,
Hey,
pleasure to have you here.
hey man, it's great to be here.
Talk to us about being in Ghostbusters.
Well, geez, I'm trying to remember if I was in that movie. Yeah, I think I was in the movie. Maybe, oh my God, I'm wearing the suit and
you got
and I got the
You got the
poster
poster
back
to
here.
prove it,
Yeah,
and
no,
it-
you know, it's
You got the line I quote the most from that movie. If the pay's good, I'll believe whatever you
I
tell
believe
me.
anything you say. And that's been the motto of my life.
Mine too.
It's been a lot of fun. It's always great to do these conventions. You get out, you get a chance to come out and meet the fans. And you know, now there are a lot of Ghostbusters chapters all over the world, really.
Right.
And so
We saw a number of them running around here.
Wherever I go, I was doing a play on Broadway a year or so ago, and guys would walk across New York in their Ghostbuster outfits with their backpacks. So I
play?
always come. Joe Turner's Come and Gone.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
the one that Obama came to see from Michelle when everybody landed. But at any rate, so I always come representing. So, you know, I'm in gear, man. I'm ready to roll.
Well, tell me
They're
how.
different shoes. I couldn't wear those boots. You know.
Loving the boots.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I'll go so far, but then, you know,
Gotta add a little bit of class.
you got to do something, yeah.
So tell us, how are the Ghostbusters roaming around the con today? Are they measuring up, and do they have the right gear? Or can you recommend any tips to them really quick?
You know, no, I really respect the fact that people actually make better equipment than we had in the movie.
Oh,
I mean, I've seen some amazing cars. I've seen Volkswagen Ectomobiles. I was in Brussels, man. They had some car I never saw before. They put the lights on. It was really, really cool.
Very
So yeah, for all the fans who, you know, who put it together and who still love the movie, and some guys over there actually.
Oh, yeah,
in the
right
back
over
there.
there.
So it's
High-tech
yeah.
backpacks.
So it's really cool.
We heard talk about Ghostbusters 4.
Yeah, how do you feel
How's
about
that
that?
going along right now? Is that in production, or how's that coming?
You know, every time I'm asked about Ghostbusters 4 and I say something, it always comes off really weird. So I'm going to just be honest and say I don't know anything official.
Okay.
You know, I've talked to everybody. I've talked to all the guys. You know,
But
heard from the
if they
studio.
approach you, you're a go.
If they approach me with a steady paycheck in it, I'll believe anything they say. But right now, I ain't believing because I ain't seeing any money. You know what I mean? When the money's on the table, then I know it's real. I think it's going to happen. I'd love to see it happen. I know the fans want it to happen.
Well, we definitely want to see
But
that.
you know, until then, yeah. I mean, so you know, I'd love to be a part of it. Hopefully, if it happens, I will be. But in the meantime, you know, I know it's Hollywood.
Well, I'd like to ask you about The Crow real quick because you were kind of the emotional backbone for.
Start over the speaker. Go ahead.
I'd like to ask you about The Crow real quick because you're kind of the emotional backbone for the little girl up there in that.
Yeah.
What was that? Being a part of that, because that's a great movie with a huge cult following, much like the Ghostbusters. What's that?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
to be a
no,
part of?
I've been very fortunate. I've had a few films that have really, you know, it kind of stood the test of time. And The Crow is one that my kids really love, and you know, it's just unfortunate what happened to Brandon.
Yeah.
And you know, I know they've done some others I've never seen. I just felt that when Brandon died, that was it as far as I was concerned.
Right.
But I love the movie, and you know, and like in all these things that I do, I'm just very happy to have been a part of it.
I've heard talk that there's going to be a reboot of The Crow coming up. I don't know. Are you attached to that, or
No,
do you know anything
no,
about that?
I wouldn't do another one.
No.
Period.
I think the first one was perfect. It's one of my
Yeah.
top 5 movies of all time.
Yeah,
personally.
no,
It's it's got replay value to me that I can never, ever, it just touches me. And the music, the soundtrack, everything, the acting is fantastic.
Right.
So it's very
cool. So good.
So in the meantime, are there any upcoming projects that you're working on, directing, producing,
Well,
acting?
John Snyder, who's down the aisle there, John and I, we did a movie called Doonby that's coming out in the next month or so. That's cool. I'm shooting a Western with Kix Brooks from Brooks and Dunn, the country Western. We're shooting a Western in Arizona starting next month in May. And that's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of, you know, gun shooting and fighting and horseback riding. And so it's really cool. So yeah, so you know, I'm just happy to be to be, you know, blessed to be working, you know, and It's all good.
Well, we're happy to have you here on the Down the Road Show. Thank you, Ernie.
Great, man. Thanks for taking the time.
Yeah,
Good
very
talking to
much.
you guys, and good luck with everything.
We'll stay tuned for Ghostbusters and anything else that you have going in.
Good. Okay, I appreciate that.
And don't forget, you can get Oz on DVD, and you can catch him there. So
Good.
check it out.
We're watching the Down the Road Show. This is JC,
And I'm Casey,
and this is Ernie Hudson.
the one and only. OG's Pizza and Brewing Company in Anaheim, California is just moments away from Disneyland and the Anaheim Convention Center. Their friendly staff is serving up fun for the whole family in a sports-oriented atmosphere with great food and delicious beers. Join them on your next trip and enjoy different happy hour specials 7 days a week.